Hey everyone, welcome to Opal Oracle. All right, Virgo, let's see here. So I made a new spread. Just a second. This is your mid-month, by the way. Nice. I just went back to the way that I would read cards about a year ago. And I was just comparing and contrasting how I behaved, my comprehension of something last year versus now. Okay? Your soul wants you to do that too. And I know in the beginning, that space is, in a way, not a space that you want to enter. But you kind of have to enter it. You must. You must enter it. Because I know in a way you don't want to. I know in a way you still want to rush healing. Eight o'clock. Your favorite. I actually just recorded a magnetic pulse reading, which I think I'm going to post in combination with this time frame, but it had a lot about Scorpio in there. About you having 2 more steps to go, 2 more mountains to go. Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, right? You'll see more there. But it's like that church bell, right? Acceptance or annoyance. It rings literally on the hour. Because when that church was built, which actually I think it was the city, it's kind of the seems almost like the schoolhouse actually. It's a really old town, but not everyone had a cell phone and a cable box and a clock in every room, and the operator on 411 or whatever that's called, pushing 0. Do they even have operators anymore? It's probably all digital. So there's also something about now and the difference between now and then, I guess, is just big. Now and then. Now, I see in a way you used to blame your family for your relationships, but you're starting to figure that one out. I also see that for a lot of you, you're figuring out that you have a hard time functioning within relationships in general. Like intimate partnerships, you want to just go back up to the top of the mountain, right? And you really wish people could read your mind. But they can't. They cannot. Not everyone. Scorpio, sure. Libra, maybe. It depends. Who, what, where, when. I like that this bird just looked like a wren. It looked like a completely different animal, right? It doesn't even look like a bird in a way. Something about about shape-shifting. But in a positive way, right? It's not because we're afraid, so we get to turn into something to protect ourselves or what have you, or to trick anyone. It's more about, well, if I change my position of the situation, I don't even know what I was doing earlier, this, I guess. If you change your position, well, then it changes the perspective, right? And I see for you, a part of it is about you slowing down. We already talked about this in the June reading. But slowing down, and I know that it's easy to say, so many people say it, to meditate. But meditating can just mean laying down, resting, right? Not worrying about whatever it is for a few moments a day. You know? Not feeling like you have to do. You know, and I just recorded Capricorn, and they had this snake message when I recorded them in the bamboo forest. This branch actually turned into like a yellow snake. Yellow and black snake, actually. And the snake medicine information that I shared with them mentioned something about the snake representing, and of course this is one person's perspective, but I enjoyed it and it made sense to me, is where the snake suggests, well, that whatever is difficult is temporary, okay? And the snake is also very much about healing. Scorpio also is the snake and the eagle, which is interesting, right? It kills itself, which is also fascinating. As a side note, I want to mention that the animal questions that I was asking everyone, my sister was the only one that said, I want to be the snake that the eagle hunts. So anyway, resting is so important. Because another part of that snake medicine was, you know, the saying, don't just stand there, do something. It's like, well, how about don't just do something, stand there. Don't just do something, stand there. Don't just do something. Don't just do something. Stand there. It's okay. You're not going to die. I feel like this whole last year has been preparing you to feel your feelings, to close out cycles. You have 3 10s on the board, okay? Big deal. Really big deal. I know you still carry pain in your heart, okay? I know it's hard for you to slow down And I know it's also hard for you to be singular around other people. It's like you have to separate yourself physically from people to reestablish your mental stability. Okay? And it's like I was just telling Cancer, like if you need that, then you have to express that. You have to speak that to people. They don't understand you. They can't read your mind. And if you let it build up until you're stressed out, well, that's not being fair to what it is that you need. Okay? Because this card represents, each card represents so many things, but sometimes this can also show me where someone thinks that they have to carry the burden all by themselves, and they don't. It's because they're not asking for help. You know? They feel like the only way to do it right is to do it their way, so they'll do it themselves. Now, personally, I get that. But it's exhausting. Okay? And it's not fair to the inner child. You're not giving enough fun and time. Because the less that you're doing this sort of stuff all by yourself, asking for the appropriate help, since you obviously have people around you, some way or another, well, you could be taking some of that time and putting it towards what is the most appropriate so that you can have better relationships with people. Including the one with yourself, right? Wow, Scorpio's really strong in this reading. They really do. They really will help you. They teach so much to people about it. If people are willing to be open and not afraid, Scorpio is a wonderful teacher to get you to be like, how do you block yourself? What are you afraid of? They're a beautiful mirror, okay? Everything is a mirror, but I feel like they really put in people's faces like, yo, this is your problem. Point blank, it's just square. But then you can be like, wow, thanks for telling me. Or you can be defensive about it, right? Because in essence, they're doing the work for you. Okay? It's all there right in front of you. There's the snake again. You know? Just helping you understand what position you are on the wheel so that you can close out things karmically. Because the opposite, look at that. Because there's Pisces, your opposite. Okay? Just like Scorpio isn't letting Taurus bury anything in their backyard anymore, Pisces in a way isn't letting anyone, it's like there's the astrological positioning, in a sense, is not allowing much transference in ways of emotional or psychological dumping. Okay? I also see that the judgments that you have about Piscean people, okay, or how you're just like, I don't vibe with them, or if it's anything like that. Say there's even, like I said, whatever the situation is in relation to Pisces, that's a lie. In the way that you're not being honest with, well, how that reflects you. And once you realize that, well, you have a wonderful opportunity to plant the seeds of tomorrow. Okay? Huh. What just happened here? It just got so negative. And it was just 15-15. Like a double-double. 30. Why did that do that? It's really good to reflect on this last year, okay? What has happened since what happened last June until now? What happened? What was destroyed? What was avoided? What was created? What did you learn about yourself? What did you finally conquer that you're no longer giving energy to anymore? What were you afraid of that you're not afraid of now? Like where you're not pushing something that you know wouldn't work anyway. You always knew it wouldn't work, but you would do it anyways. And I sense this, I heard, in the last 15 years. For those of you where that's age appropriate. They're all upside down. No, they're not. It's so weird. Like the decisions that you made for your greater good, to be like, no, this isn't for me. This isn't for my highest good. This isn't for my highest growth. My highest self. No, thank you. Whatever those little things are, it's so important for you to know the work that you've put in and how now you can start applying those lessons, okay? Yeah, you can start applying them now. That new self. You don't have to worry about what is success. Okay, so people manipulated you in the past, right? People lied to you. People were nasty. People said awful things. Happens, right? So what? Scorpio says, so the fuck what? So what? I want to keep saying it. So what? So what? Why are you giving that any energy? So the fuck what? You can let go of that anytime that you want. Anytime that you want. Yes, indeed. But you're the one that holds that. You're the one that understands how to release that energy. Yep. Look at that. Wow. This and this. This is Cancer and they rule children also. This is interesting, but this is also a lot of positivity with wherever it is that you're moving forward, okay? The sun's backing you to your chariot. The sun is to your back, right? The wind is to your back. Beautiful. So beautiful, leaving this right behind, right? It's like, da 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 da, see you later. You don't have to lie about who you are. You don't have to lie about where you come from. You don't have to lie about anything. You don't have to hide who you are or how you feel about anything. I mean, of course there is tact, but Virgo, Virgo holds a lot inside, just like Scorpio. It's another reason, a lot to learn from them, right? Let's see if there's one last thing, Virgo. Very creative person, very passionate person. They know what they want and how to get it. They're all about having fun. They really are a lot about having fun, okay? Like each step of their day is made confidently, but also with their heart, right? Like what would make their heart feel good. And didn't we talk about this? Like you let it cutting ties with something, cutting ties with that King of Pentacles, right? But the energy of, I don't know if it was your job or whatever it is, but whatever it is that you're cutting yourself free from, well, now you have this whole new energy to step in here to handle it, right? There's Scorpio again. Wow. They definitely, you have strong connection there. I love you so much, Virgo. Look how pretty this painting is. This is the Mother of Earth, which is our sister of Earth, rather, I guess, would be the Page of Pentacles. Can you see the detail? Pretty, right? Painting might be nice for you. Just to play, you know? Yeah. Just to play. Take care. I'll see you in July.